This interface bats way above its price point, and yeah, we have to talk about this. We are in a time where there's a lot of new recording technology coming out, and unfortunately a lot of it feels just like the same stuff over and over again, and it's rare that we have something that truly feels new and intuitive. But what's in this box is a breath of fresh air, and I'm not one to gatekeep, so today we're going to be diving into the Zen Quadro from Antelope Audio. My name is Luke, I'm a songwriter, engineer, and producer, and I'm still fairly new to this YouTube thing, but I appreciate all the support we've gotten thus far. All I ask is that if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I have always been really interested in studio gear, and because these days I'm mostly working out of my smaller personal studio, I definitely get super excited about new gear that packs a punch for its price point. But really quickly, full disclosure, Antelope Audio did send me this interface, but they have not sponsored this video. My opinions are my own, and I'm always gonna shoot straight with you guys anyways, but yeah, they didn't pay me to say nice things, and I wouldn't do that anyways. All right, so before we boot this thing up, I just wanna talk about the unit itself. So 4 combo jacks, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So 4 preamps, which is awesome for something of this size. 2 headphone outs, really, really good. One's for me. One, in my case, would be sent out to my central station, which sends it to my headphone amp in the booth. We have, flip it around this way, left and right monitor outs as well, and then line outs if you want to send to additional hardware, compressors, things like that. SPDIF ins and out. I don't know who uses that still, but it's there. And like I said, it is bus powered, so USB-C or Thunderbolt. You can plug that in. Gets power and data to your computer, and I'll show that here in a second. And then additionally, you have another one, which you can actually make into a loopback to send your audio, your DAW audio, or just the audio from your Zen Quadro to something like TikTok through your phone to do a live stream, which I think is really cool and actually applies to me. All right, let's power this thing up here to this one here. It powers up fast. I really like how simple this interface is. So you hit gain, and it will open, it'll cycle through preamps 1 through 4. And you can adjust with the wheel the gain. You can switch it to line by pushing, or high Z by pushing again. I think that that's really cool. And you can cycle through all of them. Then you have headphone 1 volume, headphone 2 volume, which you can mute just by pushing on these. And then you have line out volume for your line outs, monitor volume for your monitors. I have mine all the way up. I don't recommend this, obviously. I'm sending mine to a central station, so it makes sense. And then this brings you back home. So let's take a look at the software. And once you have your interface plugged in, all you have to do is open the Antelope launcher and open the control panel. Doesn't take very long. And then really quickly at the top, you have your clock source, your sample rate, and session. You can like load and save presets similar to what you'd expect in like UAD or something. I forgot to mention that everything that you can do on the actual physical interface, you can do in the software as well. So really quickly, you can go through and change from mic line to high Z if you're using like a guitar or something, or just a DI instrument. You can adjust your preamps here. Like I said, command click is going to allow you to enable and disable phantom power. Then you have a phase flip, and then if you have the like modeling mics, you can use that. I don't have the modeling mics. And then if you go down here, you actually have your DSP effects. And I'll go and throw a 76 on my voice. And as you can see, it affects it in real time, which is really, really cool. So yeah, this is my voice without the FET A76 DSP. And this is with it on. Obviously very, very dramatic. Closing out of that, I did forget to mention that there is an ADAT in. It's on the side of the interface. You can add up to 8 additional points of IO on this, which is really, really cool if you have another interface you want to kind of daisy chain to this or whatever. But yeah, it's cool. You can adjust your monitors here, dim, mute, headphones, same deal, dim, mute. And yeah, that's really it. That's kind of like the 60,000 foot view of this thing. Now that we've shown the basic features, I'm really only scratching the surface here. I do want to show my favorite part, the sound examples.
Broken promises and breaking rules. Call the pharmacist, 'cause I'm not over you. And I know deep down that you know the truth.
My consensus on the Zen Quadro is that it has great preamps, it has great emulations, huge bang for the buck in my personal opinion. Things are getting gradually more expensive over time, and I think that this is still a very affordable option that covers a lot of bases for home studio use, but also you could use this in a commercial environment too. So yeah, big bang for the buck. It allows you to get a lot of features for a very, very fair price. Additionally, you get a lot of features for something that truly just has a small form factor. I think it's really impressive. And then finally, if you wanted to take this on the road, having it be bus powered and it doesn't need some bulky power supply or anything like that, I think is really awesome. And now, because I promised transparency, there is one thing that I wish was better, and maybe I'm doing something wrong here. So if I am, Antelope, please let me know. On my laptop, it works perfectly. I plug it in, it immediately works. On my Mac Studio, which is what I use for most of my recording and mixing here at my studio, sometimes I need to sit there and hit the search button and refresh, and I wonder why it's not popping up. But it seems to get better when I have less USB things plugged in. Maybe I'm just hogging all the USB power, and because it is bus powered, maybe there's some issues there. But that's my only hesitation. The pre's sound really good. I'm happy with everything. I just wish that when I plugged it in, it would just immediately work with my DAW and immediately work with my Mac Studio. But it does perfectly fine with my laptop, which I don't know why I'm pointing. You guys can't see that. But yeah, that's my only hesitation. I think that this thing is incredible. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and thank you to Antelope Audio for sending out the Zen Quadro for me to test out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Peace out.